Short, sharp scratch.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Last one, thank you. Yes, that was the last one, just like I said. In fact, there's a lot of lasts going on for this episode because I finally escape. I leave, I get out of my room, and I go home. Now, because of that, it's a pretty big event for me, really, and it means quite a lot to both old Chris and current Chris. Without further ado, let's get back to old Chris escaping his room, which is a genuine high point for the 6 days I managed to be outside before I have to go back in again. Hello, future Chris jumping in. Just to let you know, I'm going to split this into 2 parts. I put it on the timeline and it was very long. We're talking like 40 minutes long. Nobody wants to watch that. My wife doesn't want to watch that. I don't even think my mum will watch that. So I'm splitting it into 2. This episode, me getting ready to leave, what it means to me to say goodbye, all that kind of stuff. Next episode, leaving and then getting home. So without any further ado, let's tidy a room and try to go. It is Wednesday the 13th of October and it is an important day because today is the day I leave. This is very exciting. The doctor came in and confirmed that he meant today and not Monday after all. Either that or he saw that my blood results had changed and decided to ramp things up in terms of timings. But I'm going in it's 11:30 now and they said pharmacy might have all my stuff ready by sort of 12:30, 1 o'clock. So really soon, which is very cool. I've been given a few things to take with me and a few things to consider. I also need to sort out my room. Also to explain, you may have noticed in previous videos that I had a mole the size of a planet on the back of my head. I've had that removed, which is why there's still a stitch poking out. I had a little mole that was up there taken out as well. So yes, I've not been beaten up in a fight or anything like that. I just thought if I was going to be bald for the rest of my life, I'd get rid of them. Other things I've been asked to do before going. I've got a letter here asking me to give some feedback on my time here. I haven't read through it yet, but I'll do that in a little bit before going. I left fantastic feedback, of course. Everybody was really lovely, and the more I think back about it, the more important I realise that kindness and that generosity of spirit actually came across and made my time in hospital much nicer. That being said, I have the handwriting of an intellectually stunted child, so I don't know if they could have ever read it. Hopefully they'll see this and they'll realise that everything I tried to write was very, very sincere. For now, let me start. So I've got to tidy the room up. So I'll quickly refresh you on the room. Okay, right, so here's my room. It's looking I've started tidying already, so it's looking a little tidy. I've got to sort everything out. Right, so I had a whole massive stuff organised on here, which was basically food and snacks, so I had to sort that out. I've got a whole mess of crap over here on the window ledge. I am a spreader, not in the classic man-spreading sense, but in terms of living in a space, if there is room in that space, I will fill it with stuff, without a doubt. No matter where I live, no matter what I'm doing, that's going to happen. Hotels, hospital rooms, everywhere. I like to think of it as me just having a lot of things that stimulate my mind and keep me motivated to do work. My wife says it's me living like a fucking teenager. So somewhere in the middle of those 2 accusations is my hospital room that I now have to clean up. A fridge to sort out, which is pretty messy. Yeah, doesn't smell too good either. I know what I'm like. I leave stuff behind wherever I go. I'm a loser of things. On average, I lose at least 1 piece of kit for every 2 weddings that I film. It's very expensive, and I put aside about £500 a year at a minimum to replace the things that I lose. What's quite nice though is that between now and when I go, everything I do is the last thing I have to do in hospital. So last night when I weed in a bottle, it was the last time I have to wee in a bottle. Nope. It's the last time I'll be delivered a pint of milk to my door by either a very nice or a slightly grumpy and scary lady that I had my finger pricked earlier on. It's the last time I have to do that, one hopes. So everything is the last time, and that's quite exciting. It means that everything is much more fun than it ordinarily would be. The routine is done, and this is the end of it, and I'm going to be going. I get to leave, I get to go home, I get to see my son. I think it's going to be a surprise, so I'm really looking forward to that when I walk through the door. And I'm hoping he's excited to see me and doesn't just sort of go, "Hello, Daddy," which he does do sometimes. He didn't know when I got home he was actually really lovely. If not, hopefully the dog will be excited. I'll take that. Dog didn't give a shit. The one thing that has surprised me most is that what I discovered after tidying the top table over there is that I seem to have hoarded about 200 packets of biscuits. Yeah, they're my biscuits now. That sped up section of me running around like the Flash was about 35 minutes real time of hardcore tidying. realised quite how much crap I had stored in this fridge. There's loads of these Fortisip drinks. Apparently I've stored a lot of butter, which is a bit of a surprise. Yogurts, milks, apple juice, yeah, turns out I'm a hoarder, even in hospital. Yes. Again, these, if I gave them back, I don't think they'd even keep them, they'd probably throw them. So rather than throw them, I'll take them home, because I like crackers. More drinks, more custard. That is the most physical exertion I've had in 2.5 weeks. I'm bloody knackered. I've not even finished tidying the room yet, but I'm so hot. I'm exhausted. Yeah, bloody hell. Have I just become incredibly lazy? That's entirely possible. Your dad bod man spread confirms that is the case. I'm not going to blame the chemo, I'm going to blame innate laziness. But I need to finish. Incidentally, also, last meal time, and my last departing meal is this shepherd's pie. And I've got rhubarb crumble with custard. That's going to be my last hospital meal. Hopefully for quite a few years. Got to finish tidying up. I don't know if she's washing her hands, because I'm going home in a minute. Come in to get me, I'm gonna go home.
Get you!
You've come to get me, hello.
Daddy's coming home!
I can't believe you told him.
Oh, you should have seen his little face, and he was so stroppy, and it completely changed him around.
Well, that's very good, that's very good. I've packed everything, there's all my stuffs. Monkey? Hello, Monkey. Mummy's coming to get me soon. It's alright. Hello, Monkey. I'm going to be home in like an hour and a half. So, yes, make sure you prepare a very friendly welcome for me. Cool. Okay, at this stage, admittedly, it does look like he doesn't care at all. Okay, Monkey.
He was too excited to sleep.
Yeah, that's alright. To be honest with you, like Ginny said, he was really excited. I knew that when it came to it, it'd be like, you alright? Alright, Dad?
Alright.
Yeah. Welcome back. Yeah, cheers. Good to see you. Doctor's here. Hello. So somebody's going to come bring me all my pills now. I'll speak to you later. Bye.
Paracetamol small for you.
Thanks very much.
We've got all your tablets.
Excellent.
I bought you some of these to take home.
Cool. Thank you.
Right, tablets. Just go through.
Okay, wait. This bit's important if you care about the drugs and stuff, so pay attention.
So your instructions for taking them are in 3 places. So this is your discharge summary.
Do not lose this. If you go to the GP or have to go to another doctor that isn't on the ward you were staying in, they will want to see it. This is important. Do not lose it, like I did. In fact, probably just give it to your wife or somebody who's better at looking after things than you are. Okay.
So this tells you like why you've been in hospital, blah blah blah. We send one of these to your GP.
Okay.
And this is all the drugs that you're coming home with. Also written out this lovely simple card for you.
Okay, the nurse's definition of simple is quite different to my definition of simple, but if I really concentrated and I tried really hard, I got most of it, I think. Enough that I could have probably managed reading those things when I got out of hospital on my own. As it was, I had the luxury of a nurse wife to tell me everything to do. Cool.
And then it says it all on the boxes as well. So I'll just go through. So you've got 4 boxes of fluconazole.
Okay.
That is your antibiotic cover.
Antibiotics, good. Now, I still got ill an awful lot and needed like 4 more courses when I got out of hospital. But I imagine how much worse it would have been if I hadn't taken them. Take the antibiotics.
Obviously, because you haven't got much of an immune system at the moment.
Okay.
Alright, so you take 2 tablets once a day in the morning.
Okay.
That'll be up until the new year, 30th of December.
Oh wow, a while then.
All
okay,
right.
cool.
You've got a cyclovir, that's your antiviral cover.
Antivirals, good. I had shingles before after I was treated with Lemtrada. Shingles are not fun, and it is a virus, so you do not want that. Take the antivirals.
So that is 1 tablet twice a day.
Okay.
And then you've got your cotrimoxazole. So this is a new one.
What's this? I don't know this.
It's another antibiotic cover. You only take it at the weekend, this one. Okay.
Okay.
So you take 2 tablets twice a day, Saturday and Sunday only. Cyclozine, which is your anti-sickness.
Oh yeah.
You can take 1 tablet up to 3 times a day.
Okay, cool. Cyclazine, good. You don't want to feel sick. I took that for a couple of weeks after I got out, and it really helped. Keep doing it. Take it in the morning, like preemptively for a little while, and it will hopefully stop you feeling sick down the road.
But if you need it, you don't have to take it.
Okay, cool.
And then paracetamol, which you know how to take.
I know this. This is something I do.
So with the paracetamol, I think that they like you to keep taking it, don't they? Because of temperatures and stuff.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, my temperature hasn't really raised for ages, but
I think that's something they worry about with the MS, isn't it? With the temperatures, so paracetamol.
The protocol was written hyper aware of MS issues, so they were told about the fact that MS it can respond badly to high temperatures. So they were super keen on making sure you don't get fevers or anything like that. That means I'm taking antibiotics and certain drugs for a year after the stem cell transplant, which is much longer than cancer patients usually have to do it. And I'm not sure if that's going to be the same across the NHS in England or whether or not that was specific to Derriford, but it's something to potentially be aware of.
You'll obviously be coming back to clinic on Wednesday, and then they'll book you in whenever they need to book you in next.
I've taken it as best as I can, but my wife doing what she does is quite good.
It says it all in 3 places.
3 was not enough. I lose paper all the time, even when I have it in duplicate. So my suggestion in future to the NHS, if you have discharge papers and things patients need to do, send it to them in an email. I like emails. I have emails on my phone. I have emails on my computer. I have emails on my laptop. I will not lose an email. Probably.
If you've got any questions, you can call the pharmacy hotline, which is on the, or you can just call us. And we'll go to hopefully answer. Just got your line, you haven't got a cannula. You've got quite a nice small bag of drugs. Lots of people have giant bags.
Like a great big.
Yeah. Especially if they've done an allo transplant, they definitely go massive.
I mean, if they've had a transplant from another donor.
Yeah. Right.
Thanks very much.
Pharmacy had managed to do it up, I can't.
How much of a difference am I going to feel not having had steroids? Am I going to suddenly be a very tired, lazy man, or...?
Yes, that very much happened. My wife also wishes me to stress and has asked me to do this for many films previous. I am far less energetic, apparently, as a human than I appear to be in these films, both as older Chris and as current Chris now. Older Chris was aided by steroids for keeping his energy levels and grumpiness out of the filming, and current Chris has the power of editing. I'm a much more miserable man than I've led you to believe. I'm sorry.
You might, but they reduce the dose slowly, so, you know.
So it won't be like tomorrow and just gone.
Hopefully
Okay, cool.
not. You should be okay.
Cool.
I mean, we haven't done many MS transplants, but the one that I've seen, the one that they've come back and I've seen them, they're doing like really well, and they've been really quite well since the transplant.
That's Lisa, who I've never spoken to and never met, but I have chatted now directly, either by message or in person, with the 3rd, 4th and 5th patients going into Derriford, which is quite nice. It's interesting to see and good to see that they're taking so many more MS patients through the NHS there.
With an auto transplant, you know, it's much nicer than having someone else's cells. You get a lot less side effects. So.
I'll bring you something else at some point, but as
bless
a parting
you.
gift, please,
thank you.
a card
I'll
and...
put them in the staff room. And
Thank you, yes.
will appreciate.
Do you know how shitty it feels to say thank you to everyone who looked after you for weeks on end with a box of chocolates? It was really rubbish. Like, I felt like an £8 box of milk tray went nowhere near to stating my appreciation and showing how much I appreciated and admired them for what they did. I said thank you to everybody in person. Like, I really tried my best to honestly express my appreciation in a way that wasn't overly earnest and made them horribly uncomfortable. But if I didn't get a chance to do that with everybody, I wrote it all down in a card that obviously I left behind on the ward. I don't know if they'll be able to read it. Again, illegible handwriting. But, you know, that's the very best English way to say thank you or express any kind of emotion whatsoever. A strongly worded letter.
HSCT, completed it, mate.
This reference may not travel well beyond the UK. For anybody interested, it is the in-betweeners.
Completed, mate. That won't go in.
And finished. Not quite. We're going to leave next time, but we're almost ready. We're almost out the door. So for this one, yeah, getting ready was quite a big thing for me. You know, I think it would be for anybody after being in hospital for that long. The series of processes to get ready to go, how much you realise you sort of entrenched yourself in that little hospital room, and then saying goodbye to it, and saying goodbye to all of the hospital stuff that goes with it is all very important. Aside from that, though, I'm going to say goodbye. This has been quite long enough, I think, of watching a man tidy up a hospital room, so we will depart. Please like, like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. I ask every time. It's very, very nice of you. And I see, actually, I looked on my channel page, because I can get notified when anybody likes a film. So I've done like 8 films, and I had no idea anybody was actually really responding to it. And look, some of you have given me a little thumbs up. It's very nice. It feels very nice to see that. So I'm going to go and finish off part 2, which I will upload next week. And it's funny, actually, because I do these films. To give you an idea, I'm recording this in, when is this? I'm recording this the 18th of February. The episode is done. I probably won't upload it until like end of April or something. So yeah, there's a bit of a disconnect. So there could, who knows, before that goes up, there could be a future Chris jumping in to update me on what's going on. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot, and bye-bye. Hello. Let's bring you up, please. Excellent. Okay, just like I said, this is Geek Tea of the Day. The Black Knight from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Further ado, let's get go back. Which is a genuine high point. There was a giant head, but they did deserve every single unintelligible. Unintelligible? I'm a spreader. I make, on average, I lose 1 piece of kit for every 2 widdings. On average, okay, at this stage, antivirals, good. Take the ant. My tree, and it is viral, specific than they are. You even for panzercations. Oh, it's going to be a long outtakes at the end.